Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, March 21st, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right, no more sessions today, so we're done with that. One thing I needed to check was to see where the volume is. Okay, volume is still on May for soybeans. Looks like we'll go to tomorrow. YM with a long trade pre-market. So far it's still a get in sync. Unleaded just stopped out on trade number 2, and that should definitely be a one and done session. Targets 1 and 2, 58 or 89 ticks. Entry at 158, trailing out at 081. 77 ticks on the trailer to go along with the 53 or 89. So a solid trade this morning. And a one and done session. On unleaded. So we'll bring up the micro NQ. We'll wait 4 minutes after market open on the micro NQ before taking trades. Micro Russell's gone too far on that pre-market trade and actually come back and stopped out, it looks like. So we will be flat there looking for a new trade. Pound Aussie triggered into the long trade as a get in sync and then stopped and reversed at 292 to short, which would leave our money management level at 280, which means we have 3 positions coming off at target 3. And we have a potential stop and reverse at, looks like 813. On crude. Yeah, 811 was plotted, so 813 would be our entry point, and we have not hit that yet, I don't believe. We got as high as 812. I like that just above the 20 SMA. Micro NQ going too far, hitting target 1 for money management. So that trade is off the table. And it stops out. Still in the short on crude. And the market is open. And we did get a get in sync short on soybeans. 12 3/4 for the entry. 10 1/4 for the target and money management. And the YM picking up a long trade. YM reaching money management and target 1. 32 ticks to target 1. This will be a one and done session for the YM. Stop at 047. YM up above the 40,000 level again on the Dow. In the futures market, target 2 on the YM. Crude, with a possible stop and reverse to long at 13, still valid, but we are currently still short. YM 064 trailer going through target 3, it's setting new session highs, getting over 40,100. Actually over 40,110. Micro NQ has a short trade setup. We're not in our, haven't reached our start time yet. So for the moment, that's just a possible get in sync. Is a slightly larger than normal trade. We do have a wick on the setup bar. Target 1 over 30 points again, so I will move the targets down. And we have a new short setup, even though we're still in the original short. So that does cancel our stop and reverse on crude. So even though we hit the unadjusted entry, that new trade setup will cancel the stop and reverse. Target 1 on soybeans. This will be a one and done session. 078 for the YM trailing stop. All right, we're in our actually looks like we might very well have triggered into this. And we definitely just did. Coming back to entry, so we are short on the micro NQ. Stop at 12.5 on soybeans. 0.84 on the YM. Still working on getting down to that money management on crude short. We're in the prior trade, not the we're in the pink trade, not the yellow one. The yellow trade stops out for a break even. We still have a full risk on the pink trade. YM at 0.93. So unleaded is done. The YM will be done, as will soybeans. Crude, if we can get targets, should get positive. Even if you got triggered into the yellow long trade, which looks like it just came up and touched the entry. Don't know what the timing was on that. I was trading the micro crude and was able to avoid that one. It touched that entry, but it didn't fill me, so I got away with that one. So far, and a new stop and reverse at 14 this time. YM stop up to 119. YM to 128. Stop and reverse on the micro NQ, stopping it, reversing into a long trade. $6.87.25. Target 1, so there is money management. So we go to 687.5. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, 687.5. And soybean stops out on the trailer. Did we get target 2? Target 2 was 08 3/4. And we hit it on the nose. So we get 10 and 16, 26 ticks, and we get 2 more positions, 12 3/4 to 11 3/4, so another 8 ticks for the 2 positions. 26.34 on the day, 8.5 points, $425. All right. Soybeans, YM finally did stop out. Looks like it's over 160. $162. Break-even trade on the long on micro NQ, and now we have a short. Just missed money management. Full loss on the micro Russell long trade. So far we have survived. Wait a minute, that should be 81.16. I forgot to key level that. So we are still short. Crude not being cooperative this morning. The long triggered unadjusted, so that the stop and reverse is still valid. Currently still short, way back on this pink short trade. And then another stop and reverse on the pound Aussie. Also kind of in consolidation, it looks like. Looks like it's going to go to 301. Yep, 97 adjusts to 99, and that's a major key level. So we'll go to 301 for the entry. And it did trigger. And that means we're going to be at 313 for money management. So once again, we're at target 3 for our first actionable target. Micro Russell short trade targets 3 and 4 and stopping out at 17.1. All right, we pick up target 1, so we're at break even, and target 2. That's a win. So we have a loss on target number 1, break even on target number 2. win target number 3 on the micro NQ so far. And we're going for, oh, just missed target 3. Stop at 658.5. Now we have a long on the micro Russell that has gone through both targets. That last trade was larger than usual. This one is at 119.4 for the trailing stop at the moment. Targets 3 and 4 again. $20.9. We are still in trade number 1 or 2. And now we go short on the micro Russell after 2 winners. So the micro Russell very definitely in back and forth mode. Short entry at 19.9. 18.5 would be our money management. And there we are. Major key level adjustment on the, yeah, we'll stay there until we make target. We just made target 3. Stop just moved down to 19.7. Stop at 658.5 on the micro NQ. Crude still short from the pink short. 2 longs that stop and reverse adjustment has kept us out of, and a subsequent short. But so go back to the 4th trade back. It was the trade we're still in on crude. And going through target 3 on the micro NQ. 653 flat. 18.3 on the micro Russell. So we take a loss and 3 wins so far on the micro Russell. We can take 1 win or 2 losses, up to 2 more trades. So it looks like 5 or 6 trades this morning. And the Russell stops out at 18.3. Okay, I was trying to turn down my fan noise a little bit, but that looks like that's going to have to turn that back up a little bit. Is that better, Steve? I turned my mic gain up just a little bit. Good morning, Neil. Fairly successful morning. 3 wins on the micro Russell. YM, unleaded, and soybeans all one and done. Crude hanging around in either its first or second trade, depending on whether or not you were able to avoid the yellow long trade. We are in the pink short trade still. After 2 stop and reverse attempts failed. The calculator's tracking the second one, but we're still in it. That yellow line is our entry point at 81.16 for the stop and reverse, which is still valid. 650 and a quarter for the YM, or the YM. Micro NQ now 647 and a half. And looking for target 4 now. So that one was, well, that's a get in sync. So we take a small loss. Or we take a loss. Actually, it's a little bit bigger than a normal trade because that trade had a wick. So you take essentially a full loss plus and a break even, and now we're in a winner on the short side. Trying to get to target 4. Trade number 4 on the micro Russell is a long now. We've got 2 shorts and a long already have won. If we get a 4th winner, that will end the session. We need to go up 3 ticks on this to 21. And a stop out. So that is that's a second loss, and we will go to trade number 6. One last trade. Micro NQ stops out 47 and a half. A loss, a win, or a loss, a break even, and a win. Micro Russell 2 losses, 3 wins. And crude still short. Say it was better, a little bit lower. Yeah, now the fan noise is up. That's what I was afraid of. Is that better? Money management on the pound Aussie. Looking for target 3. 3 positions will come off here. And we finally stop in reverse, 81.16. So now we are long on crude. And our money management is at 31. All right, did that help the fan noise and my volume level? Try changing mics. Crude is just not being cooperative at all. And we did get target 3 on the pound Aussie. Stop will come to 302. I would, since we have gotten targets, I wouldn't leave additional risk on because of the major key level. And we have the 50 sitting at 30, a little over 303, 50 EMA. So I'd go ahead and move the stop up. And crude takes a full stop out on the long trade. That is our 2 losses on crude. We're already in the 10 a.m. session anyway. So 2 losses on the morning, 2 or 3 losses on the morning session actually. 9 a.m. All right, 6th trade on the micro Russell is a short. A little bit bigger trade, but not huge. Target 2, target 2 is 3.5. Normal target 3 is 2 points. Yeah. We'll take profit at target 2 on this one. And it looks like a full stop out. So 3 wins, 3 losses on micro Russell this morning. Somewhere around the break-even session. Maybe a bit positive. Micro NQ with a long trade. Trade number 4 on the micro NQ. And we'll look for a trade on the crude chart for a 10 a.m. mini session. Target 1 will be our actionable target. There is a long trade that filled in too quickly, I believe. Yeah, 2 seconds. No way to have gotten in that. This is a get in sync at this point. 8102. cruise long now on the 10 a.m. mini session. Pound Aussie trying to reach target 4. Not close, but now it's pulling back a little bit. So we're still at 98, the plotted stop. It's going to move up to 99, it looks like. But I would have it at 302 at the moment, irrespective of the major key level. Since we have targets in hand, I'm not going to take the extra risk there. Yeah, the plot moved up to 99, but still at 302. Long micro NQ, long pound Aussie, and long on crude. And actually, there is a stop and reverse to short on the micro NQ. 37 1/4. I think that'll keep us out. Nope, we still got in it, but timing wise we may not have gotten in that. Full stop if we did. So that's our third loss. And that ends the session of the micro NQ. One solid winner, but that's not going to keep us positive on that session. Stop and reverse potential on crude again. 87. crude triggered short. Pound Aussie's hanging in there. That came back to test the 50 EMA. Got down to the balance line, but didn't get down to 302. Okay. Still short on crude. And we did stop out of the pound Aussie trade. Stopped out at 302. So the only thing left is crude. I'm not going to try to follow another trade, and the calculator is still following this one, but no longer in that one. Looks like crude may be trying to push down. 50 and 200, 50, 200, and the 20 are all sloping downward. Well, not strongly so. All our other charts are done today. Okay, crude still just not going anywhere. Good morning, Mark. How is the audio for you, Mark? I tried trying a different mic to see if that'll help the fan noise. Looks like from the meter the background noise is a little bit lower. You missed most of the action this morning, Mark. We're down to just one chart running. That's the crude 10 a.m. session on Spotlight. YM, unleaded, and soybeans were all one and done this morning. Micro Russell was three good solid wins and three losses. Micro NQ was 3 losses, a break even, and a win. And the pound Aussie We had 2 stop and reverses, and then 3 positions came off at target 3, and we stopped out at 301, not leaving, because it was a stop and reverse. Our entry was 301, so we stopped out at 302, not taking the major key level adjustment after getting winning targets in hand. Not putting myself in a position where I've got some winning positions and then some losing positions in the same trade because of a major key level adjustment. We're trying one more time. That's right, I need to bring my money management marker down. It's right there. All right, target 1. So we'll come to 86 with the stop. And look for target 2. Getting close to target 2. We lose on the first one. 8102, 8087, 30 ticks. We picked up 15 on target 1, 25 for target 2, so we'd be 10 ticks positive if we get it. Stop at 86 at the moment. Matching the plot as well. Got as low as 63. Target 2 is 62. One tick away. At this point, I think I'd bring the stop down to target 1. That would put us exactly break even. That's how I like to handle a 1 tick miss of a target beyond target 1. Bring the stop for that position down to the prior target. Good, Steve. I'm glad to hear that. I will keep this configuration then and see if that helps. And there is target 2. So that will get us to money, or get us to POQ on that 10 a.m. session. And that's a wrap unless somebody's got questions. Questions or comments? All right, that will be it for today, and that ends the week for me. We will see you back here on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend is Easter. Next Sunday, a week from Sunday, is Easter. Okay, everybody have a good one. Next Tuesday.